Hiya guys, and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 live here on FM303 with me, your host, the one and only Tom Smith. And today we've got a massive live stream for you because we have got the biggest game of the season so far. It is first v second. It is going to be Ipswich Town, us who are currently in second place in Sky Bet League 1, versus Portsmouth, who are currently top of the league and utterly smashing it. They've played 16, won 14, only drawn 2. Against Crewe and Wigan. So this is going to be a very tough game for us. As you can see, we have got a game in hand of some of the teams around us, which will be quite helpful in the circumstances. Our goal difference is pretty decent, but we have dropped off in the last couple of games, which is a bit of a concern for us. The last stream, we did finally lose our unbeaten run. We won at Shrewsbury. We then drew 3-3 with Hull in a pretty epic game. Go back and give that one a watch. It was pretty interesting. Curtis Jones picking up a hat-trick here, our loanee from Liverpool. We then lost in the FA Cup second round, and we lost in Sky Bet League 1 3-0 away at Oxford, which was a bit of a shock, but saying that they were really up for it and we weren't so much. So that's going to be something to think about. Away draw with Plymouth, and then we also then finished off by beating Blackpool away 2-0. We just lost off stream again against MK Dons in the pizza trophy, the Papa John's trophy section. So in some ways I'm kind of glad that's out of the way because it's not something we really want to get too deep in. It is a trophy, but remember we've got some big games coming up here today. We've got Portsmouth, Burton, Peterborough, Charlton, and maybe a couple of those trying to get us towards January so we can start making some more changes. It's really time to focus on the league and see what we can do. Bear in mind, we're in such a good position here, right? We really are looking like automatic promotion is a real possibility. Anyway, going to quickly head to the tactics because I was a bit concerned with how things were going in the last couple of games. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to have a look here and just see if I can make some changes. So in possession, I've made a couple of changes. I've told us now the tempers can still be really high because we're playing a gegenpress system down with the 4-5-1. I'm going to tell us to run at defence a bit more. I think sometimes we're getting caught a little bit too deep. I noticed that against Hull and Plymouth in particular. Getting caught out and getting countered against better teams in the league. We need to kind of run at defence a bit more and try and find the space. We've got the players to do it. They've got the pace on those flanks up here. So we want to try and utilise that a bit more with the fullbacks overlapping. Hopefully that'll make a bit of a difference. Out of possession as well, we made a bit of a change here. I've decided to go for a tighter marking because we didn't have that switched on before. I do wonder, bear in mind Portsmouth looking at their news and how they line up. They line up, if I go to the opposition report, and they play quite a direct Route 1 tactical style. They've got a lot of quality. So I'm hoping by marking them a bit tighter, we might be able to win those duels here and get ourselves up the pitch with a bit of running, a bit of philosophy there. They've been really good this year, so it's still going to be incredibly difficult. And saying that, we're getting towards January as well, so we're going to have to start considering what to do with our squad here. We've got a few players that have come back off injury, like Kane Vincent-Young, who has not had a look in all season because he's been out. So I think maybe we might give him a run out in the next couple of games, as we've still got a lot of games to go. It's a tight Christmas schedule we've got coming up here. As you can see, a lot of games in a row, 12th, 15th, 19th, 22nd. Every 3 or 4 days we've got games on, right? So the squad depth here hopefully will carry us through and keep us in this automatic promotion we're looking for. Anyway, let's pick the team now before we start getting into looking at who we're going to move on and who we're going to try and bring in, because we do need to try and offload a couple of players in January to try and bring a bit more transfer budget in. As you can see, I offered Jordan Spence a trial recently and he's okay. He's not brilliant. He's actually an Ipswich Town legend, maybe. I mean, if you're an Ipswich fan, let me know. But he had 40 appearances a couple of years ago for Ipswich and got 4 goals, and he's available on a free transfer, and he only wants £500 a week. Seems daft not to go for him, really. A bit of experience with the squad and a bit of quality we can bring in for absolutely nothing. Bear in mind our budget is currently quite tight, and we probably need to look at defence. Bear in mind recently we have had a couple of games where it's been a little bit tight and we've been caught out a little bit. Anyway, let's pick the team. Then we go for Holy in goal. And now here comes an interesting one, because I think I'm going to go for some more pacier fullbacks. So then I'm going to go for Donsion, who's had a great season. Ken Locked on the left. And then we're going to go over Stephen Ward and Luke Chambers, who are both good players. They're both getting on now, right? 35 and 34. And as you can see, acceleration and pace are not their strong points. I think they've been catch us a little bit short. Technically, they're good, but I still think we need to probably look at that a bit more. Right, we're going to go for Wolfenden as the ball-playing defender, and alongside him will be Wilson. They really have been our main back to this season. I'll give McGuinness the bench here. Right, moving down, let's see who else we've got. I think for the deep lie, we're going to have to go with Edmund Hughes. He's been the guy who's been really good for us there all season. Alongside him, I'm going to go for Ravella today. He's had a couple of dodgy games, but he's our loanee from Arsenal, who is very good, really, statistically. He's a star player for us who could still improve. Andrew Dazelle has been the guy who's been playing in the attacking mid position. Statistically, he's probably not the best in the squad for it, but saying that, he's put in the best performances, so he's earned his opportunity. So we'll keep with him here on this occasion. Curtis Jones, I've been told off by Jurgen Klopp for not playing him in the right position. So I'm going to keep playing him on the attacking midfield left as an inverted winger. I might switch it to an inside forward during the game. Don't tell Jurgen. That's going to be our little slogan for this one. Try and keep him playing the games. Up top, we've also got some options here. I think we're going to go today for Caden Jackson with a bit of pace, and we'll get Justed on the bench, who has come in on a free transfer and has done pretty good. He's got 2 goals in like 9 appearances. Caden Jackson's been the guy really, but still, striking wise, we've not been scoring as many as I'd like, so we might have to look at that in January, which could be quite interesting in a minute. Right, attacking midfield right's the other position we need to look at, and Gwan Edwards has normally been the guy to do it, but he's really dropped off recently. I don't know whether to go for Sears or Judge, perhaps. I still think I'm going to go for Edwards. I still think they're better than these 2 chaps overall. We can still bench a couple of them, right? Cian Bennett is our loanee from Borussia Mönchengladbach, so he'll go on the bench, as will Freddie Sears. Will I go for Judge today? Yeah, I mean, I think we will. I mean, I think he might be one of those that we could put on the transfer list. Vincent Young could go on the bench, actually, saying that. And I probably need one more centre mid. So actually, sorry, Alan, you're going to drop out and we're going to bring in Flynn Downs on the bench. So, big match today, Portsmouth at home. So, this is going to be an incredibly interesting one for us to see where we stand exactly. I would love it if we could beat them. Just go all, blooming hell, what's he called? That manager, Kevin Keegan. I'll love it if we beat them. Absolutely love it. This guy, Rodrigo Velica, they've got, is a hell of a talent. Look at this. He's on loan from Newcastle. He probably should be playing at Newcastle in real life looking at these stats. He has been their main man this season. He's going to be the challenge today. He's going to go up against Ken Locke, so that'll be interesting. But on the side note, if I quickly take you back to the schedule before we start the game, we did play in the Carabao Cup at the start of the season, and we did win by 5 goals to 2. So, hopefully that will carry on in good stead. I doubt it because I think they've improved quite a lot since that game, so it's going to make things a little bit more difficult for us, but we'll keep it going and see how we can get on here, and hopefully we can do something today against this very good team. Have a quick look at the training. James Norwood's not been that good. I'm very disappointed with you. He's probably disappointed he's not playing football, but he's on a whacking wage for us. If we can maybe move him on in January, then hopefully we can reinvest that into somewhere else in the squad and pick up someone on a cheaper deal who can do a job for us. I don't like doing renovations to the squad too much in January. I just feel like we're starting to look like we're dropping off a little bit, so I think it's going to be important to try and refresh it slightly, take out 1 or 2 of those players who are bit part players and try and replace them with people that can push for the first team. So we'll have a look at that. We've got an Ipswich Youth Take preview has just come down. Right, let's have a quick look at this. A lot of wingers in the system. We have a forward we said a fine prospect. One good young English striker who's caught the eye. Group of good players coming through. Okay, that's encouraging. We've got no defensive mids, no attacking mids, or no wing backs. Okay, so that'll probably give us a bit of focus into January when, what we need to sign, what we need to bring into the squad to try and make a difference. Hopefully these tactical tweaks we've made are going to make a difference today. But anyway, we're going to head to the game now. This is the big match of the day. They have played very well this season. They're matching up with us formation versus formation. Actually, it was 11 changes from the last match. That MK Dons game in the Pizza Trophy, we did go out of a lot of our under-23s. We played all right. We only lost 2-1. We could have nearly got through as well, but ultimately the league's going to be our focus, right? And then we've got complete focus on the challenge at hand, which is getting this team back to the championship. Anyway, Portsmouth are lined up today with McGillivray in goal, Zambelli, Watmore, Nick Allison, Thomas, the loanee from Leicester, he's a good player, Luke Thomas, he's playing from real life at the moment, Callum Johnson, Cannon, Jacobs, Harness, Curtis and Jordi Huala. So we haven't got Rodrigo Velica, he's on the bench. That could be helpful. Right, let's go for this now. What am I going to do? I'm going to point finger and go, let's give the fans something to cheer today. They didn't really react to that. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to see how we get on. Let's go to the kickoff now and see how we get on. Big match today. This is going to be the bad boy. Right, what can we do against a very good Portsmouth side as they kick off here and get us underway? Exciting stuff today. They go long straight away and we can pick the ball up here. Hopefully we can get and launch some attacks here. Right, free kick, Ravella to take it. Let's get an early goal. McGillivray with a good save there in the goal. Good reading there from the Pompey goalkeeper. They've literally not lost a game. We're nearly in January. If we can beat them, this will be a fantastic result for our season. Thomas coming forward now, the loanee from Leicester, plays it inside the Cannon. They do play Route 1 football. Jordi Huala's in here. And luckily for us, he's got it off target. He's out of contract in the summer, interestingly enough. He came up on my short list, and I was just having a quick look around to see who I can bring in. I wonder if I should try and unsettle him actually and just maybe declare some interest. He's obviously a very good player. He's scored a lot of goals from this season. So anyway, here come Pompey again now. Thomas throws it into the box. Oh, we're trying to clear it. Oh my word, what a save from Holy. We completely missed the header there from Wilson. Harness now with a strike. That is a bit concerning. Right, now we've got to try and hold the ball up a bit, not give it away and try and build. Jackson now's got the pace here coming forward. Can we counter-attack the league leaders? We win the corner, which is fantastic. Can we get this in the box and cause problems from the set piece? Ravella's going to play it in now towards the back post. Nicarlison clears there. Jones is going to pick it up to Ravella again, who stays onside. Hughes, can he get the strike away? Dazelle might be able to. Oh, unfortunately, it's all blocked off here. And now Portsmouth can counter with Harness, and this is what they're very good at. He's coming forward. They've got pace. Wilson there does really well. After missing the header there early doors, we needed him to get his foot in, and he's done that really well. But they keep popping it forward. That's what they're going to do. That's probably why they're so successful at this level this year. Anyway, Ravella with a free kick in now. Curtis Jones! Oh, it's a great opportunity. And he's looped over the bar. He's done better than that this season. He normally gets them on target. Unfortunately, not in this instance. But Kenlock can pick up the goal kick now. We can try and build here. Jones now plays it down all the way across. Spreads the ball really well to Edwards on the right-hand side. Coming forward. Oh, he's done really well there as Curtis has gone in. He's found a bit of space. Play it back to Dozell. Got to be a goal. It is. Andrew Dozell's second goal of the season from that attacking mid-position. We take the lead against unbeaten Portsmouth here at Portman Road. It is 1-0 to Ipswich. Good bit of play. Curtis there, just don't know what he was doing. He just dived over the ball. Edwards went, all right, mate, I'll just take it back. Dazelle there with a nice little finish. Didn't play it into the crowd. We've had a lot of that this season. We've been smashing it off opposition players. Not this time. Wonderful stuff. We go 1-0 up here against Portsmouth. Ipswich 1, Portsmouth 0. Can we build on this now? We know they've got goals in their game. And bear in mind, we shipped 3 to Plymouth and 3 to Hull. I'd like us to get a couple more here. Ravella now's going to play the corner in. Can we do well from the set piece? Watmore clears really well there at the back. Wilson can pick it up now. Can we get the ball back in towards their box? Wilson and Kenlock are just taking their time here. Down to Hughes. Wilson pops it forward to Jackson. Knocks it on to Curtis Jones. We're playing some good football. Dazelle, just over the crossbar. Looking lively today. Looking like he really wants to make a name for himself, which is what we want to see. I've really put my faith in him being that attacking mid option. In the circumstances, bearing in mind that he's not, like I say, the best player for that position. Apparently, it's Judge. He's not done as well for me. And now we've got an injury which has come down, unfortunately, and it's going to be Luke Wolfenden. Let's see what's happened there. Potential thigh injury. Right, so I'm going to have to go for McGuinness here, the loanee from Arsenal. Not as quick, which is not ideal for the ball-playing position, but neither's Wilson. So we just have to stick with it to see how we get on. Throwing though to Ipswich. Can we get the second before half-time? Johnson will clear, and Huala's going to pick it up here. Maybe Pompey can launch the counter. Watmore up the flanks now to Jacobs. Oh, he's done Kenlock. That's a shame. Now here comes Jacobs down this side here. Can he get the ball across? He plays it back to Zambelli, but luckily Ravella's done really well and read it well. Can we counter-attack the counter-attackers? Good ball across. Caden Jackson's in. Got to finish. He does. 6th goal of the season for Caden Jackson. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich 2 here at Portman Road. Their unbeaten run might be coming to an end, and what a way to start this stream today. Wonderful stuff here from Ipswich. Play it forward now. Get Jackson in, just puts it in the bottom corner there. Composed finish. Well done to him. He's been our best striker this season. I still wouldn't mind adding a bit of competition. Was he onside here? Yes, he was just. Oh, look at how fine that is. It's on the line. If VAR was involved, it might not have been given, but luckily we're in League One, so there is no VAR. 3 minutes of added time here. We've done enough and edged this game. It's been pretty close so far, but at half-time it's 2-0. I'm going to tell them, you see from the expected goals, we're pretty close. Don't get complacent, guys. Things can turn to football. I'm going to say there's a lot more to come for you defensively, a lot more to come for you mid and midfield, and we'll go for the second half here. But so far, so good. What a start to this. McGuinness has gone in the book, I noticed there. But anyway, Holy's made the one good save so far. There's been a bit of a question mark over his ability recently as he gives the ball away to Curtis here on the flank. Portsmouth trying to get off to their second half in a good start. We concede the corner. Not a disaster. Let's deal with this now from the set-piece opportunity. It's going to be taken in from Jacobs. Jacobs plays it in. McGuinness can get the clearing header. Can we launch a counter? No. It's going to come to Harness of Portsmouth, who comes back down this flank and wins the throw-in. Okay, we're trying to stay here nice and strong. I do wonder if the tactical changes we made before, making it a bit tighter on the marking, getting into them a bit more, trying to run with that ball as Caden Jackson did for the goal. These little tweaks might be all the difference we've needed here today. Edwards now trying to mix up with Doncian. Doncian comes forward on the right-hand side down to Dazelle. He's got a strike on him from long range. range as well. Hughes can pick the ball up now. They're trying to shield it, but I think we're going to play through them. Jackson down to Kenlock. Kenlock slips in Jones here, who's the main star man for us on loan from Liverpool. Kenlock into Jackson. Dazal over the crossbar. That was an opportunity. That was probably the opportunity. That could have killed the game there at the start of the second half. Not on this occasion, but it's still all Ipswich here. Here comes Kenlock on the left-hand side. Plays it across now to Jones. Finds him really well. Jones can strike. Good deflection block there from the defender of Portsmouth. Managed to slide across and stop the strike getting on target. Here comes Jacobs now in Portsmouth. This is the danger, you see. They've got this quality to come and counter-attack quickly with their long Route 1 football. Zambelli's overlapping here on the right. Johnson's in. Hodie with a save. He's actually done really well there. That was earlier in the season against Hull. He let one of them slip into the back of the net. So with that being said, I'm really happy with that as a good save. Anyway, we're going to keep going now. Ipswich 2, Pompey 0. Might be time to make a change to see what we can do. I think midfield-wise, we need to probably look at something. Jones isn't having a good game again. It's funny because I'm going to switch him to an inside forward on attack. Jurgen's not going to like me. Don't tell Jurgen is the slogan for this one because he's already complained a little bit about it. Right, I wonder what else we can do. Kenlock's having a good game. Donaldson's having a good game. I probably should have paused it because it's still going on and it looks like Portsmouth are getting some strikes in. But anyway, keep going here. Let's make a change here in midfield. Emma Hughes coming off of Flynn Downs. One subtle little change. I think otherwise there's nothing hurting so far. We don't want to upset the team too much. But here we go. Right, let's see what we can do. There's 15 minutes and a bit more to go. Velika's come on for them, the main danger man. That's a concern. Cannon's going to pick the ball up now to Jay, who pops it forward. Williams knocks it over the crossbar, but he was offside. It looked offside to me. We'll take that. I was very fortunate. Anyway, going to keep going now. Ipswich 2, Pompey 0, the big match. Can we hold on here? It's looking pretty good. I'm going to quickly pause it and make another change. Dazell's looking a bit tired here. Let's get him off for Bennett and we'll put Curtis Jones in the hole. Gwen Edwards is looking a bit tired as well. Perhaps that might be worth looking at. Yeah, we'll get Freddie Sears on. I need to start bringing in Vincent Young. I think he could be the player that's going to really throw our fullback positions wide open. He's a bit more rounded than all the rest. He's just been out all season, which has been the problem. Anyway, Johnson down to Jay now. Wilson can clear it really nicely. Raggett's going to pick it up for Pompey here on the halfway line. I'm going to demand a bit more here with 5 minutes to go just to make sure we don't let anything slip. One goal and that confidence can go. Velika tries to play it in, but we picked the ball up really well. It's actually been, so far, touch wood, remarkably easy this game. I mean, I thought it was going to be an absolute hassle, but when they played. Jackson's in here to make it free. Good save from McGillivray in the Portsmouth goal. Knocks it away for the corner. They've gone 4-2-4 here for the last 5 minutes. They'll go long and try and play 4 in up top. Cleared away now from the corner. Jones can still pick it up low. We don't get the rest of the highlight, which is a shame. But anyway, going to get to the added time now in this game at Portman Road. And what a way to start our day. It's going to be a win for Ipswich here. We've got 2 minutes of added time. I don't want to get FM now with 2 minutes to go. Bennett's going to pick the ball up now towards Sears. Velika plays it up. His passing's not been very good in this game at all, has it? Anyway, here comes Jackson down to Sears. Velika's back defending. Bennett some distance. McGillivray makes a good save. It's at the right height just to grab it. He might have deflected it if it was a bit higher. But anyway, he clears the ball long now. We're dealing with everything really well. That tighter marking's made a difference today, I feel. Ravella's now coming forward and plays it off to Donsian on the right-hand side. Downs here, can he get the strike away? Jones might be able to. Oh, he's tackled by Johnson really well there at the death. Downs can pick it up again. It's still all Ipswich here in the last minute of the game. Cannon now trying to play it forward for Pompey. Pompey can't do anything. We've got them back to the wall. Wilson clears it. Hopefully this will be the last action of the game and it's going to be a famous victory in our season. We're going to knock the unbeaten team off their pedestal in emphatic fashion. It's going to be the second time we've beaten them this season. Oh, it could have been a penalty. Kenlock did really well there. And the full-time whistle goes. What a win for us to start our game. We were utterly dominant, really. Full-time here at Portman Road. As you can see from expected goals, we kept going. Ipswich 2, Portsmouth 0. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the result and your performance for that one. Because, on paper, Pompey were heavy favourites for that, bearing in mind how well they've played this season. I think we're going to get a lot of respect for that. We've managed to beat them for the first time, and it gives us that 3-point advantage over Doncaster. Look at Rochdale, who have jumped up there. And also, interesting enough, Sunderland were right at the bottom, but since they've changed manager, they've started picking up results now. Maybe a late push for the playoffs for them. Anyway, fantastic. How long's Wolfenden out for? 3 to 4 weeks from a hamstring strain. Right. Anyway, going to send the assistant to the post-match press conference and keep going here because we've got Burton Albion in a few days' time. As we said before, these games come thick and fast in League One, so it's good to have a bit of depth. Our assistant manager does a good job there in the press conference, putting us through. Really happy with that. That's a really good result in circumstances to come back and win against the league leaders. And here comes Jordan Spence on a free transfer. I don't think we can register him until January. But saying that, it's still good to get him in. And hopefully, like I say, we can now start considering. I might start even offering out players in a minute and start seeing we get these transfers going, because we've got to try and think who's going to go and who's going to stay. I think that's a good signing. The fans are saying C signing out of all the grades, but I still think actually as a squad number, and also like he's on 50%. He's on £500 a week. It makes no sense to me to get too worried about that. That's nothing in League One, right? Oh, we can register him. That's good. Right, give him a squad number. We've taken up a lot of squad numbers now, so I think he might have to go number 43 here, which is a little bit crazy, but, you know, he'll get used to it. Next season we might be able to upgrade him. Anyway, Burton Albion coming up next in 2 days, so this will be a tough game because they've been tough for us this season already. But happy to get Jordan Spence over the line now as we get ready for the January transfer window. Please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment if you're around. Fantastic. Like I say, if you're playing your FM game today or watching some of the football that's on right now, let me know how you're getting on. Thank you very much for joining us. Right, send the assistant to the press conference here, and let's have a look at who we can pick. Wolfenden is going to be out, so I think McGuinness is the straight swap for that one. And then Wolfenden's going to come off, and Jordan Spence will come on the bench here. Egerton we could put on the bench as well. I forgot about him. But anyway, I think we'll go for that. How's everyone looking condition-wise? That's something to check. They look pretty good. The defence actually looked pretty fit. I mean, Portsmouth didn't give us as much of a run-out as we thought they would. Curtis Jones is looking a little bit suspect today. I wonder if we might want to mix it up. Give him a rest, and we'll get Kean Bennett's on. And I think on the bench, I think that'll probably be it. But I do wonder perhaps we should start looking at offering out some of these players. Alan Judge is not going to stay with us. He's a good player, but they're saying he's fringe now. 6,000 a week. I mean, we could be able to raise 10,000 here. So I'm going to try and transfer this and start offering out some of these guys here. And the other one, which I've talked about all season, is James Norwood. I don't think he's particularly good enough. So we'll try and offer him out as well and see if we can move on these two lads anyway. Hopefully we'll get a transfer offer pretty quick. But with Burton and Peterborough up this week, we have got a lot of focus on the league. So let's keep this going and see how we can get on. Really enjoying these live streams. Please leave a like I say. No offers so far, but let's see if there's any interest. It's Alan Judge's wage demands. That's what we expected. And Rochdale, James Norwood's got no offers. Okay, well, we'll leave it for the minute. And we'll keep going anyway and see how we can get on. Because we've still got a bit of time here to, we've still got like 2 weeks till the window actually opens. I would just like to try and get that budget in earlier so that we can know what we're going to play with when it comes to the transfer window itself actually opening. We do need to probably tweak a little bit. I feel we get a couple more major injuries, especially up the top. We're going to be in a bit of bother, right? And we could start slipping down to that playoff group, which is always the concern because we were doing so well at the start, and then with that dodgy run of games, which dropped us down towards the playoffs. We've got a player in the team of the week, Ken Lock. Yeah, he was superb, wasn't he? But we're going to keep going now. Right, fitness tests are in, and let's go to the tactical meeting. This is not going to be an easy game. They've gone 5 across the middle as well. Actually enough, Wilson and McGuinness have formed more of a partnership than we did with Wolfenden, which is interesting. So we got the 2 changes for us from the last match. Let's see what Burton Albion go for today. This is going to be interesting. Right, so Burton have gone for O'Hara, Brayford, Boswick, Hughes, Daniel, and that's a back 4. And then they've got 5 in the middle with Atkins, Rolls, Edwards, Quinn, Vasilev on loan from Villa, and Kane Hemming. So that's a really decent team, really. On paper, I don't think that's too different. I'm going to say I want you to pick up where you left off last time. Bear in mind, there's not been many changes. I have faith in you guys as well. Give them the George Michael. And head to the kickoff here now as we play Burton Albion at home. Right, cracking result in the last game. Can we get back-to-back wins? Hopefully we've also unsettled Portsmouth now, so maybe they might lose a couple of games. They were looking so in control of this league, and it'd be nice to get automatic promotion, but it'd be even nicer to win the League One title, right? So if we can just keep going here, hopefully we'll see a shift in that. Ravella with a corner in now. Bennett's just trying to win it. There's 3 Burton players there. Ravella can pick it up again now, get the striker. Oh, he's hit his own player. Atkins now can launch a counter-attack here. Akins, sorry, not Atkins. Akins has lost it, luckily for us. Oh, it's a pulled hamstring. I say luckily for us. Someone's injury has been very lucky for us there. I think he might have to come off. Anyway, here can Burton Albion now. Like I say, nothing to be sniffed at. A decent side. They can cause trouble for any team on their day. So we don't want to undo all the good work we did against Pompey by losing this one. Edwards coming forward now, using that running ability like we put in the tactics. Kenlock coming down the left now. The overlapping wing-backs is what causing the trouble here for... all the teams we're playing against. Plays it in, Dazelle, and Quinn's thrown himself in front of that to knock it out for a corner. I thought Dazelle had hit it wide, but luckily we'll take the corner. As I say, that Portsmouth are losing at home to Fleetwood. Glenn Whelan scored, so hopefully that is going to make a difference. Fantastic. We might have rocked them here, guys. On the right-hand side, here comes Edwards. Oh, he's managed to do the man here. We can't get the ball across. Vasilev's back defending. They're having to put people back behind the ball here, Burton, to try and keep us at bay. They'll clear the ball now, and here comes Hughes. Wilson will pick it up, down to Kenlock. Kenlock down to Bennett here on the left, building some nice football. Kenlock's been really good. He's really built into this position, trying to play it across, wins the corner. They're going to have a lot of bodies back, as you can see in the box today. I think they realise how dangerous we are with the attacking mid-option. Played in by Ravella. Boswick with a clearing header. Wilson plays it back down to Ravella really well. Was he offside? No, apparently not. And Bennett gets the strike away. That's a weird camera angle, wasn't it? Unfortunately, it doesn't make any difference. It's not going to go in as the minutes tick on here. But we're still really dominant in the stats, which is what we want to see. And the nice thing is we're only really in a position where teams are looking at us and going, right, we're favourites of the playoffs. I said with the team we got, even though we're a bit tight financially, we should be able to find a system to get us towards automatic promotion. Oh my word, Rolls goes close there. First chance for Burton. And I think we've done that so far. So hopefully if we can keep going, this will really, really put us into a fine position. And Portsmouth losing against Fleetwood would be really helpful as well. It takes some of that pressure off behind us and puts us up towards that first place a bit more. And like I said, we've still got a game in hand on them, which is really helpful in the longer term scheme of things as well. Getting towards half-time now. Looks like it's going to be 0-0. I probably need to give him a bit of a rollicking here because I need to do a little bit better. Edwards isn't having a good game. He seems to do this now and again. We've had more expected goals. I'm far from pleased. Right, just let him go out with that. Let's not get too carried away. And then from there, we can see what we can do. Hutchinson has come on here for Burton Albion. Looks like Aikens got through to half-time. Bear in mind he had a hamstring strain. Might not be too wise to keep him playing for that long, but there we go. Anyway, can we get on top in the second half? Come on here, Ipswich Town. We've got more of the game. It's going to be a throwing now on this right-hand side. Dancing to Dozell, up to Rovella, who's played really well the last couple of games. Bennett, what a goal that is. Keenan Bennett, he started off his season with a hat-trick, against Portsmouth, ironically. Then after that, he just kind of fell apart and didn't do anything. That's why I went for Curtis Jones. Today, we've brought him back into the team, and that is what he used to do. Looks like we're starting to find a bit more of that quality that we found in the first few games. Plays it, smashes it well. O'Hara's fingertips can't keep it out. Goes into the top of the net. Ipswich Town 1, Burton Albion 0 here at Portman Road. Looks like we're building on here really nicely. But Burton, like I say, aren't to be sniffed at. They've had one or two chances. Can we get a second goal here? Dazelle plays it forward. Unfortunately, Jackson can't get there, but Dazelle might be able to strike. Ravella might be able to strike. Bennett's again. Ravella's going to pick the ball up now. Hughes down to Doncian, who's going to come through on the right. Plays it across. Boswick with a clearing header. That's where you really want Curtis Jones. He's really good at winning those headers at the far post. Doncian, though, has been played in really well again here. Plays it across. Goalkeeper's done well that time as we hit the hour mark. Good save as he plucks it out of the sky there. Still 1-0 here at Portman Road. But like I say, this will keep us right on the tail of Portsmouth in first place. We're really, really pushing them now. It was looking the last few games, we might be falling off their tail a bit and having to compete with those guys trying to get in the playoffs. Kenlock doesn't get it on target, unfortunately. And with that, it might be time to make a quick change here on the hour mark. We've still got games coming thick and fast, guys. Jackson's not having a good game. Let's get on really just stead. And let's see what else we can do here. I really want to try and get Vincent Young back into the team here. He's been out for most of the season, so we'll go with him. And Gwan Edwards having a bad game as well. I don't want to make 3 changes just yet, but I think I'm going to look at him as the next guy to come off, right? So anyway, good to see Vincent Young back on the pitch. He's got a lot of potential for us. He's still at a good young age. Here comes Quinn now with a set piece here for Burton Albion. Dazelle's mugged him beautifully. Justed now coming forward. He could be an attacking forward as well. Hughes with a good tackle though. He's not got as much pace as Jackson. Bennett's across. Justed with a header. That's what he's good at, right? Anyway, hits the top of the crossbar and goes over. Could still do with a second goal here. I'm going to demand a bit more of the entire team here because we've had all the game. But if they get one shot on target here, that's going to concern me, right? And that's where you throw these things away. When you're dominant like this, only being 1-0 up is not really helpful because it puts you into a position of jeopardy if one chance comes to the opposition, especially late on. Kenlock on the left now, coming forward here, doing really well with his legs. Bennett's crossed it in, Justed with a header, should have been a goal. He managed to peel away from his man. You don't get an easier header than that. As I say, that Pompey have equalised against Fleetwood here. Luke Thomas, who looked really good. He was probably their best player against us in the last game, the Leicester left-back Loney. So, anyway, Rochdale are still winning as well. They're doing really well this season. Going to be thrown to Burton now. This is a bit of a concern. Daniel can hoof it forward. Hemmings can pick it up here. Oh, luckily for us, it's high wide and not very handsome. We're going to make one more change here, and I think it's going to be Edwards coming off for Freddie Sears. Going to give Curtis Jones the full rest for 90 minutes today and see if we can get through this. Right, last 5 minutes. Let's just hope nothing dramatic happens at the end here because we've been pretty dominant. 3 minutes of added time, and here come Burton Albion. Ball thrown into the box. Don't give away a penalty. Luckily, we picked the ball up here. Sears back to Vincent Young. Oh, we've done really well there. I thought that might be a foul. Can we get a ball up the pitch here so it's out of the danger zone? The 3 minutes of added time is beginning now. Here comes Sears. Drops it to Quinn. Going to be a long highlight by the looks of it. Vincent Young now down to Sears. The first time they're combining all season, these lads. Good ball up to Bennett to split the play here on the left-hand side. Kenlock's been the man. Here he comes. Driving forward. Good defending there. Going to be cleared out for a corner now. Can we score from the corner to make sure we seal the 3 points? Ravella plays it in. Bennett's at the near post with his great goal today. Unfortunately, on that occasion, it was cleared away. 2 minutes of the added time to go. Hughes back to Kenlock now. Just really needs to hold the ball a little bit more as well. Dazelle in. Back post. Oh, Wilson's hit the side netting. I don't think he scored all season. That would have been really good for him as a centre-back. Anyway, goal kick taken now by Burton. Erdley's going to put up towards Ennis here. Ennis has managed to get through. Erdley on the overlap on this side. Good tackle there. It's a corner though. This is the danger. It's the last minute. We're only 1-0 up. Hopefully we can hold on here. I don't want to tempt fate. Quinn plays it in. Wilson with the clearing header. Dozell plays it up to Jested as well now. Take your time, lads. We've got 30 seconds to go. Don't give the ball away there like you did, mate. Anyway, here comes Edwards now playing in Ennis. This could be trouble. Ennis, Wilson just hoosted over the bar there. His own crossbar. Thank God he didn't miss kick that. Just got to survive this corner now for another 3 points. Quinn plays it in. McGuinness with a clearing header. Surely that'll be it. Bostwick's going to come back in, try and pick the ball up. Just get a tackle on it. The full-time whistle goes. Bit of a dodgy end there, but we'll take that. It's another 3 points in the bag. We were dominant in the match stats. Look, Burton only had one chance on target, and that was a good save. So anyway, we're going to say, I'm going to say, well done, lads. It's on the line. I mean, the ratings were good. We just didn't really convert as much, but that's probably what we want the January transfer window to help us with, right? So anyway, that's going to keep us going here. What actually happened in that game with Fleetwood? Did they draw? Yes, they did. They drew with Fleetwood there, Portsmouth. So that means now we're only going to be 3 points behind them if we can win the game in hand. So remember, we've got to play them again this season. It might still be on, you know. Send the assistant to the press conference here as we get towards January. Peterborough United next. So we're down in 18th, but they're a better team than that on paper. League One is a very competitive league. It's like the Championship. Both of them are incredibly competitive nowadays, and you don't really know on which day what you're going to get. Sunderland had a 10-game unbeaten run. They were bottom of the league a couple of live streams ago. They had to sack the manager. We beat them 2-0 at their place, and they looked like the worst team I'd seen all season. They were utterly dreadful. But anyway, let's keep going now, see if we can get through a few more games we head towards January. And also I'm going to start considering who else we could probably move on. I have scouted a couple of players here from Motherwell who are out of contract in the summer. 75 for Chris Long here, 25-year-old striker. Do you know what? I might make a move for him. We'll add him to the shortlist for the minute. And also Devante Cole. Oh, hello. He has potential to be a good Sky Bet Championship player. He's going to want a bit on wages. He's pretty well-rounded. I mean, it's funny because the stats sometimes don't tell the whole story, right? Then we've got this Kingsley chap. He looks all right. We'll get him on the scout list. Building that scout list now, seeing what we can do as we head into January. I mean, some of these guys are out of contract in the summer. We might be able to make some really cheap offers for. Because if they're not going to sign deals with their clubs, you can kind of get in and poach them, right? So we can probably get them in a little bit early and make some lower offers. But of course, we do need to move players on in order to make that happen, right? Anyway, here comes Peterborough, the next game. So we've got an ex-player who's very excited about the confidence of the club. We're going to send the assistant here. Right, now let's see what we can do. So, okay, Kenlock's looking a bit tired. So is Ravella, so is Dazelle. I'm going to start mixing this up a little bit now. So Flynn Downs has actually pretty much been the first choice this season in that position. So, and I think we can give some of the guys a proper rest. I might sell Teddy Bishop as well, you know. Yeah, he's not really doing it, is he? Right. He might react well to being offered to other clubs. Let's get him on the transfer list. We're trying to think of players that we're not using that we can. Because I think Nydam's good as another option there, right? And he's still younger. So I think it's good to try and offer these guys out. Rochdale, Alan Judge on transfer. Right, let's see if we can offer him out for a bit less. Just clearing this guy's wages would be really helpful for us, right? Knock him down to 40k. Right, I'm going to keep trying this. James Norwood. I know I should be picking my team right now. I've got a bit distracted. I'll try and knock 10 grand off. I mean, I'm probably going to have to let this guy go on a free. I think his wages are so high. But anyway, let's keep going here. Kenlock at left back. Do I want to go for a bit more experience today? We have got Charlton coming up as well. I'm going to keep Kenlock, and I think I'm going to make sure on the bench we've got Vincent Young, so I can take him off. That's fine. Dazelle in the attacking mid position has been very good so far. I don't really want to change that. Perhaps it's time to bring on Curtis Jones. And I'm going to start him on the left and Bennett's on the right, which looks a bit crazy, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap them over. Don't tell Jurgen, basically. Jurgen Klopp's had a go at me and told me he's going to recall him unless I start playing him as an inverted winger. So what I'm going to do is basically cheat and put him as the inverted winger to start and then switch it around. And hopefully Jurgen's not actually in the stadium looking, right? I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It might not work at all. But anyway, we're going to try it. A few other players. Okay, but they're all transfer listed, so we know where we're going with those three. So at the moment, no offers. But as we get another week down the line, we can try again and knock a bit more money off. When you're in the lower leagues, it's very unlikely you get the full figure, right? Oh, Hughes is out for 3 to 4 days. Okay, right, that means a last-minute change. Cole Scouse is nearly back. He's a bit of a legend for Ipswich. Right, so with that being said, we're going to have to... I think with that, we're going to have to go with Ravella, actually, even though he's slightly unfit. I think that's a more sensible thing to do here in the circumstances. Is he the box-to-box? No, we need to swap them over. Downs could be the deep liar, and Ravella could be the box-to-box. And then we'll probably look at the next game here. Vincent Young needs to be criticised for his training. Right. Keep on top of them. That means you get more players in the top of the green, right? If you do tell them, look, they're not performing, then you will generally see an improvement. The only time I've ever seen it not work is when I signed Balotelli once. It was just like, I don't care. That's why you don't sign him, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Right. They've got an interesting one here. It looks like Dean Smith wants to have a conversation about Lacazette with Jacob Ramsey. He's not. I'm fine with ending his loan at the next opportunity. Right, good. So he's gone. Right, so we're going to get rid of Ramsey. It's going to keep us £2,000 back in the wage budget. It's funny because he would have started a lot more, but it's just one of those where now we have other players. He's fallen down the pecking order, right? So send him back to Aston Villa. Get him off the wage budget. And see how we get on here. Let's proceed to the match. 2 changes we saw left from the last one. Edwards had a couple of dodgier games. He started to decline a bit on that average rating. So it was a good time to get him out of the way and get back in Curtis Jones. The Peterborough United team today. July in goal. Thompson, O'Connor, Monte, Ralph, Reed, Brown, Ward, Ebisilo. Sariki Dembele is a player I know very well because I had him at Blackpool once on my FM19 save. He's a very good player. Best 250k sign I've ever made. And Sami Smudic, not sure I'm pronouncing that well. I do know of him though. I probably should research it. But anyway, we're going to go here for the pump fist, and we're the favourites. We're winning this comfortably, and let's hope that makes a difference. Every time I've gone for that before, I found we lose games or drop points, so that could be dangerous. But I think you've got to mix up your team talks, right? We keep saying the same thing, it's going to lose its effect. So I like to mix it up a little bit depending and see how we can get on. We're in the away kit today of the red and black. As here comes Dembele, their danger man here. Wins a corner early on for Peterborough, who are pretty much a local rival as well to Ipswich. I think just around the corner. Ebisio is going to take it corner now, play it all the way across. Luckily it misses everyone who goes out for an Ipswich Town throwing on this far-hand side. So yeah, can we win 3 in a row here to really start off this stream in the best fashion? It'd be fantastic. Reverse going to take a corner in now. Oh, we had a great opportunity there. A bit more power. We might have seen that one go in the back of the net. Unfortunately, not this time. Curtis Jones will get a free kick now and play it over. What a save from July in goal. He managed to get down there, he managed to get beyond the wall and see that and put it past the far post. Portsmouth take the lead against Hull, which is quite a surprise. Hull gave us a lot of problems in their game. They've got a lot of quality. I think we'll see some goals coming in that game today. Anyway, corner now to Peterborough here in 10 minutes. It's been very end-to-end to start this one. Ebisio is going to play it in. Monty at the back post, gets very close to knocking it into the back of the net. Very dangerous there. That's quite a concern. They have got the danger, like I said. Anyway, Thompson's going to come forward now from the goal kick. Luckily, the pass is a bit strained. Kenlock can pick it up here. Like I say, it's managing legs now as well at this point. We're getting towards Christmas. There's a lot of games going on. I think the only way we're going to get a lot of points is to have fitter players as well on the pitch. So that's why I've got a bigger squad of about 25, 26 players. You can only register 22. Luckily, a lot of them, like the loanees, are under 22 or under 21. So consequently, we don't have to register them, like Ravella, for example, who comes forward here. He's played really well this season. A couple of dodgy games in the middle, as a few of the lads have, but the quality is overall showing through. Find Curtis Jones here up on the left. Oh, I haven't changed his position as Bennett makes a header. I've been here chatting away, and I need to change those guys over sides, really, don't I? Right, so let's get Bennett, and yeah, I need to change this over, and I'm going to go for... He's an inside forward, that's fine. That's exactly what I want. I want it to be attacking, actually. Like I say, don't tell Jurgen, he's going to kick off, right? And I'm going to go for inside forward for Bennett as well. I just think he's better in that position. He's scored more goals. And with the overlapping fullbacks, and we're playing quite a gegenpress, I think having those two guys come in, it goes from being a 1 up front to 3 up front. So that's really important. Downs are going to pick the ball up now here for Ipswich and play up to Rovella, who's done really well. Bennett's coming inside. What a strike that is. It was an awkward angle. It was a bit head on to the goal, a bit straight. But he managed to find a bit of curl on that and enough to keep the keeper worried there. He had to make a good hard save down to the right-hand side. Anyway, Kenlock now, playing just to play the ball in, but it's been lost here. And there's a counter-attack here for Peterborough. Here comes Sammy. Oh, it's a good defensive block there from Wilson. He's really improving as the season goes on. We still probably need to look at centre-back and see how we can get on with bringing some players in. But we'll see. But this could be our 3rd win live on stream. So thank you very much for joining us. Like I say, please leave a like, subscribe and comment, as we always say on YouTube channels of the world. Jackson down to Jones here. Great opportunity to score, and he does. His 13th goal of the season. Sorry, Jurgen, that's why I play him as an inside forward, not an inverted winger, because he's coming in and he's got all the ability to score me goals, right? I know you're going to get upset. Just don't watch. Just literally see, oh, he's got goals and assists. That's all he needs at this level to really do you a job, right? Great finish. Goalkeeper's got no chance. Low and hard into that far corner. This is what we like to see. It's Peterborough 0, Ipswich Town 1 here. And Hull have equalised against Portsmouth as well. That's a big goal. Fantastic. Interesting. The season all of a sudden now is coming to life after a bit of a spell there at the end of November where it looked like it was starting to fall away and we might be falling into a playoff battle. All of a sudden it's clicked around and it looks like we might be getting into a fight now of automatics. But Doncaster are winning, are also one of the other oppositions who are doing really well. Anyway, Reed's going to play it forward now. Wilson luckily does really well. The tighter marking's making a difference. Bennett's threw a great ball down there, very intelligent. Curtis Jones across to Bennett. Too many players back there. Managed to get a block on it, unfortunately for us. We're getting in the right positions. The formation's done a great job for us here. And we get to the half-time whistle, and it is Peterborough 0, Ipswich 1. I'm going to say don't get complacent out there today, lads, and we're going to keep going. Simple as that. Keep the focus on here as Peterborough make a change. I'll bring Burrows on for Ralph. McGuinness now to Curtis Jones as we start the second half. Can we get a second goal early? He drives forward now using that running we've managed to put on the tactics. Monty does a really good clearance there. And Peterborough United have changed their formation to a 5-3-2. Normally something like that can worry me. I'm going to tempt fate here a bit. Normally against 5-3-2s, you believe, we generally play a bit better, which I can't really understand because it does mean we've got the 1 versus 1 up front and that central defender of the 3 right marking him. But for some reason, with his inside forwards coming in and the fullbacks pushing up, it still ends up being too much for a 5 of the back system to deal with. Maybe it's the technical ability of the team. I don't know. I think we've done really well so far in the players we've managed to bring in, and hopefully, like I say, with January around the corner now, we can just tweak it a bit more and just make sure we're going to be looking really good heading to the second half of the season. Donsion here might be able to get a strike away, but his control was a little bit poor. You had to take a minute here. Downs is now trying to find somewhere to go as he's marked by Brown. Donsion will play it across. Bennett's there with a header, knocks it over the crossbar. He gets himself in the right positions, but his finishing's not quite there yet. Now and again there's a worldie, but apart from that it's a bit difficult. Rovella plays it in, Curtis Jones at the near post. Thompson does really well there for Peterborough in clearing the ball. Bennett's down to Rovella now. Rovella now, see if he can do something. Downs here picks the ball up. Rovella again, we're playing around really nicely in the midfield here, taking our time, trying to probe and find the space. Interesting stuff here. Kenlock now to Bennett. Bennett turns and strikes, a bit wasteful perhaps. But anyway, it's going to go out for a throw. Excuse me, and I'm going to make a change here. And I'm going to bring Kenlock off because he's... Oh, to be fair, his fitness is pretty good. But I think we need to probably give him a bit of a rest. Downs is in the book. I think we'll leave him and get Rovella off with Sammy Carruthers here. And I think we'll swap them around to make sure that Downs isn't doing all the heavy tackling as much. And we'll call it that for a minute. And then we'll look at another change. It's interesting how certain players' fitness obviously matches up different to others, right? Because Kenlock's played a lot of football recently, but he's still looking fitter than most. So I still want to try and nurture him a little bit and make sure he's not, going to overdo it. Excuse me. Cleared away here by Peterborough. Anyway, hour's gone now. We're still 1-0 up. I still really want to see a little bit more from us. I'm going to demand some more here. I still think it's going to be important now for us to try and, really take advantage of this. I don't like to be in a position where there's only a 1-goal advantage, right? You're giving yourself a world of pain if you can see the late goal. Anyway, we're going to win the throw-in in now down this right-hand side. Dazell's looking a bit tired as well. The assistant manager saying we should probably get him off. I think you're probably right there because he is looking pretty tired. Bennett's I'm not worried about because I think we might rotate him for the next game anyway. Shall I go controversial here? Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to bring on Really Just Dead. I'm going to move these things around here. Jackson can go to the attacking, yeah, right. Yeah, do you know what? Let's put Bennett as an inverted winger. This might not work, but I'm going to try it. Because he's technically a right player, right? So it's a bit bodgy. but we'll give it a go, see if that makes a difference. It means we technically got 2 strikers on the pitch now as well. One is an inside forward coming in. Hopefully it means we can take a bit more advantage of these opportunities we're getting, because as you see, we've had 17 shots, 8 on target, but we're only 1-0 up. This is what I mean about quality as we get to January. Anyway, 5 minutes to go here. Can we hold on? I'm going to shout to them one more time to the mud a little bit more. Let's make sure we don't get carried away. It's a free kick here to Peterborough. It's played in. Holy's done really well. He's had a couple of dodgy moments this season, but we're going to try and launch a counter-attack here to finish it off, and Jackson's in here. He's got to finish it. Caden Jackson. Oh, look at that for a finish. Just dinged it over the goalkeeper, waiting for him to dive, and then just literally just chipped it over his hand ever so delicately. A delicate little finish. The ball rolls into that far corner. Great counter-attacking goal to finish this game off. Poor Peterborough. He put bodies forward here, and look at that for confidence. Fantastic. Moving into the inside left position has made a real difference there as he's cut inside, found that angle, and just dinged it over the goalkeeper. That's probably goal of the season, actually. Had a couple of long ranges, but I mean, that is just a cute goal, right? You don't get many of them. We're going to demand some more here as we've got the 4th minute of added time on the clock now. Ebisido's going to take the last minute corner here for Peterborough. Rochdale are going to lose. That could be helpful for us as well. It's cleared away there. Great performance from Jackson. Great performance from Ipswich. We win 2-0 away at London Road. And I'm going to say, well done, lads. A good win. Let's keep it nice and simple. Keep continuing on here. And now we move to Charlton, I believe, which on paper is a very tough game because they're a pretty good team, right? So let's keep going here. That is a great result because now if we win our game in hand, we're going to only be 2 points off Portsmouth. So I'm really happy with that. Really happy how we're proving on. Look at the gap we're now built to Oxford. We've got a massive gap already coming up to that 3rd place. So it looks like we should be able to get ourselves back into the Championship, hopefully at the first attempt. You shouldn't really, obviously, count your eggs before they've hatched, but we are only getting to January and we've only lost, 1 game in the league so far? So I think the system we've done, the planning we've put into place, the system, like I say, the players we managed to bring in, all on a tight budget here, has really improved us from a team that was looking at playoffs at best to a team that's looking like automatic promotion could really be a really decent shout. Anyway, it's getting towards Christmas now. So we're getting towards the time where there's going to be a lot of football for us. Charlton next at home. Let's see what team we can put out for this one. Southampton at home. A bit more, we seem to find the games against the lower down teams a bit more difficult. So I'm not going to take that for granted, but at least we've got a little bit of a spell off there. At least the players can kind of go and have a little bit of a Christmas away. I was saying that they've got recovery on the 23rd and I've got them in for training on the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's what you get when you're a lower league manager, right? Send the assistant to the pre-match press conference. Let's have a look at the team here. Obviously, we're a day ahead, so some of this condition will improve, but I still think we've got to look at it. I'm going to rest Kean Bennett for this one. I've not been too impressed with him. I think with that being in mind, we'll go for Go on Edwards. Go on Edwards, as we call him here in these parts. I still want to try and offer out some of these guys on transfer as well. Maybe I should consider actually getting rid of one of these guys as well, like Stephen Ward. Yeah, do you know what? He's 35. He's only declining. He doesn't really want to move on, but maybe someone will take a punt on him for 85. It's one of those where it's like, do you twist or stick, right? And I'm just thinking, we can twist a bit more here. It'll be absolutely fine. I think otherwise I don't want to make too many changes, all being said. I think actually, do you know what? Let's give Luke Chambers another run out here today and give Donson a rest. Jordan Spencer, someone we've got to start considering in a minute for a position. And I wonder if perhaps we should maybe sell Eggert as well. Try and get a bit of money for him. He's on a long-term deal. He's a decent backup, but his ability is not that great, really. He really is like a worst-case scenario thing. Oh, dear. Vincent Young's out again. He's obviously got a few injury problems, this kid. That's another 2 weeks he's going to be missing. I think we're going to have to take him off the bench now as well. So, with that being said, that's going to cause some interesting stuff for us here. Like I say, thank you very much for watching this. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying it. We're going to be doing some more live stream stuff in the next few weeks, and with Ipswich at the moment. And also I'm going to launch a new series. It's probably going to be Premier League based. So we'll see how we get on with that. Who can I put a left back now? I just transferred this to Stephen Ward, didn't I? Don Cian will have to go on the bench, right? Looks like no one wants him here. Let's keep offering these guys out because we're getting towards January now. People have got to be itching to spend that money, right? 20,000. Come on, let's see if we can get rid of him. It's going to be a bit of a quick fire sale here for these guys. They're not getting enough games for us. They're going to start getting unhappy. I'm going to get a bit desperate. 100,000 a week for Norwood. And then I'm going to go for Teddy Bishop. As I say, if I can just get some money for them, I'll be really happy. 300 seems decent. Right, let's keep going here and see what happens. Charlton next. The game's just being saved here. I'm just going to quickly pop over there a minute. Top my drink. Give me 1 second. Right, so we've got someone who's interested in a transfer as well. I can see her down here. What's happened here? Oh, I just want to extend a loan. I got so excited then. I was like, okay, we're going to move some players on, right? No, just going to extend a loan for Bailey Clements. Oh, he's improving pretty well. I mean, the under-23s are interesting for us here because we've actually got one or two decent players hidden away in here, you know. So, like, it's not all doom and gloom. I can also promote some of these guys potentially, like Armand Dobra. I think these guys are going to return back to their clubs. Tyrese Simpson interests me. He's got high potential ability. His determination's good. I wonder if we can maybe promote him to the first team for the second half of the season. There's one or two options like that I'm thinking about and seeing how we're going to get on here. So hopefully we might be able to do something there because it keeps it a little bit kind of, you know, better, right? To try and do it, you know, without spending too much money on bringing in random players who are free transfers or whatever else. You've got one or two of those younger players to try and bed in. We tried to do it with Lancaster this season as well. Right, so no one really wants these guys. Shall I try and persuade them all? Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to say offer 2 clubs out, so we're grateful. Okay, he wants to leave. That's happy days. Right. That's encouraging. Let's try Teddy Bishop now. I mean, I'm not really at the top of the hierarchy. I'm happy because this is what everyone. I'm going to say I can't guarantee you have a future here. Is this your chance to take control? I prefer to take my chances if it'll happen naturally. Okay, so that's not a disaster. The problem is it could technically unsettle these guys, right? But I'm going to try here. He wants to find another club. Fantastic. Right, okay. And James Norwood will be the last one. This is the guy who didn't want to go last time. I like it, I don't want to leave. I can't guarantee you a future here. You have to make it happen yourself. Right, okay, so all in all, not a disaster. I mean, like, 2 of them were like, I'm not really too keen on going. And the other ones were like, okay, we'll do this. So anyway, let's get to the game now, see how we can get on. Oh, I could have brought back Hughes for that one. I think he's fit again. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got Charlton at home today. A lot of home games so far as well. I don't know if we're going to have a spell of away games to end the season, but their team today for Charlton is Amos in goal, Gunter, Oshialaja, Fameo, Matson, sorry. Oh, God, I love these teams to give me the difficult names, right? Levitt, Williams, Doherty, Anike, Marcus Maddison, and Omar Bogle. They've got a strong bench as well there. So, like I said, they're not to be sniffed at. I'm going to say pick up last time where you left off. I'm going to say have a bit of faith in you guys, mix it up a little bit and head to the kick-off here now. Big game this. Charlton are a bigger name team. Had a few bigger name teams today. So with that being said, I think this could be a very, very difficult game for us as McGuinness takes us, gets us started and underway here now. Edwards coming down on the right-hand side. Will it be an early goal here? Plays it into Jackson, heads it over the crossbar. If just Ed was playing, maybe that would have been a goal. But anyway. Can we win 4 games in a row here, live on stream? Against some really tough teams. Against a team that was above us in the league as well, the only one. Dazelle back to Rovella now. The team's really starting to find a bit of a groove after a dodgy spell. Good ball out to Kenlock. Those central midfield players are really good at piping the ball out down to those flanks and spreading the ball well. Dazelle there trying to find the strike. Charlton's got so many numbers back, he's going to get a body on it. Bogle's going to try and launch the counter-attack here now. Can he find someone? Wilson's gone in there. I'm surprised that wasn't a yellow card, actually. It did look a little bit wretched, right? Look like he completely missed the player and just completely took out his legs. But anyway, we'll take that. We'll keep going. Can we get another goal here to get us off to a good start? Charlton have had most of this in the early game. Look, Charlton have had 2 shots, 2 on target. We've now taken the lead back on that one again. Holy's going to take the goal kick now. Good ball out to Kenlock. Here we go. Find that space and run down that flank, mate. Look at him. He's going to do it all himself. He keeps going, keeps going. Got players coming back with him trying to track him. Doherty now mustn't lose this for Charlton, or as it could be problems. Long ball forward. And Kenlock again. He's everywhere. He's been utterly brilliant. I think he's really seized his opportunity to become the first choice left back, and that's why we're now looking at signing Stephen Ward. Right here comes Dazelle up towards Edwards. Can we find someone here? Jackson turns and strikes. He probably could have laid it off the flank there. We maybe got to a cross for the back post or something. But still, nice to see the striker taking an effort there and trying to do something. Happy days. Right, we're going to keep going here now and hope we're going to get a goal. Half an hour gone, Ipswich 0, Charlton 0. Most of our attackers come down the flanks. Most of theirs has come through the middle, which is interesting. So anyway, let's keep going now. There's been an injury here to Kenlock. What a disaster. A potential foot injury as well. Could be a metatarsal. That's not ideal. Right, we're going to have to bring on Don Cian, who's going to come on the opposite side of what he's normally used to. But anyway, let's see how he can get on. He's got a bit of that flexibility. He can play all along the back 4. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. McGuinness with a clearing header in now. Can we launch a counter-attack of our own with Curtis Jones? Coming forward and finds Caden Jackson. Probably could have found a bit more of a better run there. He's got the pace and he's got the finishing, but I think his technical side sometimes is a little bit short. Anyway, Anyway, Downs up to Chambers now. Can Chambers get a ball across here to give us the lead? Finds Dazelle. Levitt's gone in there, and luckily for him, he got the ball because Dazelle went down like he'd been shot. Left-hand side here, Ravella's now coming in. Jones can turn and strike, hits the defender. Going to be a corner now. Tried to put it through the legs to keep the keeper unsighted. Didn't work on that occasion. Ravella now puts the ball in towards the back post. Amos reads it really well in the Charlton goal. Makes a good save there. And we're getting towards half-time. Been a bit like that. In the first half, we sort of peppered teams a little bit, especially like the 1-0 wins we've had recently. I mean, the second half, we generally, once they have a bit of telling off, they generally step up a little bit. So, nothing hurting so far. It's just not give the ball away here, daft, or do anything like that. Plays it back to Holy in the goal. I have debated maybe changing Holy, because he had a couple of games where he looked incredibly dodge. But he seems to have got his composure a bit now, which is good after we dropped him for one. Jones across there. Edwards with a strike. Dazelle with a rebound. Amos does really well there, because I was going right in the top right-hand corner. Good save there from the Charlton goalkeeper to keep the game all square as we head to half-time. Anyway, half-time whistle goes. It is Ipswich 0, Charlton 0. We've been the better team, so I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Hopefully that'll be enough just to fire them up to get that goal for the second half as Charlton get us underway. Right, Doherty now picks the ball out for Charlton. Like I said, they're a good team. They're slightly underperforming. They've sacked Lee Berrier this season already. I'm not sure their managers... It said at the start, didn't it? But I missed it. But yeah, they sacked Lee Bowyer earlier on in the season because he wasn't performing, and I think they're still about mid-table. They should be looking for promotion, really, a team of Charlton's history. You know, I think that shows how good we are, right? Because we've taken a team like Ipswich who could have fallen into the same trap here, got them playing with a good system, got them playing confidently, and consequently, as you can see here, look at that for a nice little ball. Edwards comes inside here in the box. Are we going to do something? It could be a penalty. No, Matson with a good tackle there. But consequently, we've got them into a solid position here as we're heading towards January. Chambers now on the right-hand side, back to Downs. He's done a really good job at dropping off and just keeping himself available, look. And look at that, feeding all the players in. Chambers now finds the space, plays it across. It's going to be Ravella to have the strike. Unfortunately, comes off the defender there. We keep doing that a little bit. We need to try and find the space a bit more as we get to the hour mark. Can we do anything here? Is it time for a change? I think looking at it in a minute after this highlight, it's going to be time for another change as Dazelle is probably going to have to come off. He's looking a little bit tired, as is Jones. His fitness has really dropped recently. Anyway, here comes Charlton now. Madison and Bogle trying to link up the top here. Levitt giving some support. Jones does really well there to read that. And can he do something here? He's running forward. No wonder he's a bit knackered. He's doing a lot of running today. Comes down this right-hand side. Plays it off to Downs. Can Downs find Chambers? He can. Good ball there. Very common sense. Very easy. Play it across. Madison's back defending here after being on the attacking option a minute ago. Downs again now finds Chambers. Chambers has got a lot of stuff coming for him. He's going to pick the ball up again. Is he going to strike? He does. It's going to fall to Jones. Oh my word. That is the miss of the season. Curtis Jones had an open goal from like 2 yards out and he's put it wide. I think he's looking knackered. Let's get him off. Right, Curtis Jones will come off here for Bennett, and I think the other change, we're going to get Dazelle off for Sammy Carruthers, which is an interesting one because he came in as a free transfer from Sheffield United. Not highly rated by my scouts, but at times, which are very few, that he has played that attacking mid, he's done really well. Anyway, going to be set piece now for Charlton. Luckily, Carruthers can pick it up. It looked like he handled it to me. Did you see that? It looked like he grabbed it with his hand. Anyway, Caden Jackson now on the counter-attack. Matson, unfortunately, has picked the ball up for us and he played it back to Amos. 20 minutes to go here. It's still all square. I mean, a draw's not a disaster, but we want to keep winning these games, get those 3 points under our belts. Come on here. Jackson's going to pick it up here. It's come loose. Got to finish it. Amos with a good save. Oh, what are you doing, son? Right, let's shout here. Demand some more. The game's got a little bit stagnant. We need to try and get that goal. Madison with a free kick now. Plays it in towards Bogle. McGuinness there, the clearing header. Very composed, actually. I wonder if he was... I thought he was going to play it back to the goalkeeper there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Holy now can clear it forward. Good ball out to Kean Bennett, who's got the legs here. Now he's come on, and Forster Caskey's come on and also made a good tackle there. Madison now coming forward for Charlton. Luckily gets mugged by Chambers. Had a very good game at right back for his age. Edwards now coming forward on the right hand side again. Can he find the ball across? Martin with a good tackle there in defence. Look, they've got some good defenders there, Charlton. They're just doing enough. Carruthers now trying to find Bennett. Can Bennett find the strike? He can. Oh, it's gone past that far post. We're getting closer. But we've only got 15 minutes left now to get that goal here to send the home fans home happy at Portman Road. Isn't it nice, it's only a computer game, to see fans in a stadium, right? Bennett's with a strike, went from the near post this time. He's gone for both posts and both of them have been covered really well by the goalkeeper here. Right, going to keep going now. Hopefully we can get something. 10 minutes to go. Can I shout some more in a minute? I'm waiting for it because I want to do it. I'm not going to change the mentality, otherwise it would be too much and we'll probably just completely kill the game. As you see from the shots and the shots on target, really need to score here. 5 minutes to go. Is there going to be a last minute goal to give us here a famous victory against Charlton? 3 minutes of added time are ticking by. They're going to get a throw in here. Don't throw this away now. Downs hoofs it forward. Jackson picks it up. Good counter-attacking opportunity. Jackson's going to go alone here. He's going to keep going. And there's a penalty. I'm going to change the player here to make sure we get the right one for it. Oh my word, it's a last minute penalty. Caden Jackson's done really well. I need someone with good finishing. I'm going to let Cat Jackson take it. Controversial. This is the chance to win this match. This could be the difference between winning the league and not. It's going to be a penalty here to be taken by Caden Jackson. Can he finish it here to give Ipswich the win? He strikes it wide. Oh, he fires it wide on that right hand side. Oh, it's a shocking penalty. I don't think Ravello would have done any better there. It's a shocking penalty. Our normal penalty taker is Curtis Jones. He's off the pitch. We're into the 3rd minute of added time. Oh, if we lose the league now by 2 points, that is going to be really irritating. Right, Chambers there with at least a good defensive tackle. Hopefully we don't throw this away completely now and do a Watford-Leicester from a few years ago. Missed a penalty, you can see the goal down the other end. Matson here with a throw, and there will be a little bit more added time here because of the penalty time. Is that going to be a corner? No, the full-time whistle goes. Ipswich 0, Charlton 0. We miss a last-minute penalty. Maybe I should have left Ravella to take it. Anyway, dressing room now. That is simply put was not good enough. We should have won that match. Anyway, going to continue here. It's another point on the board in the circumstances. I can't believe we missed that penalty. Utterly crazy. Utterly crazy. We didn't win our game in hand. Still, only 4 points off Ipswich. We've got to play them again, right? So that is something. Getting towards the halfway point of the season now, and we're still 5 clear of Doncaster. That was the game in hand we had, so that was a bit of a shame. Injuries, right. Oh, Ken Locke's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks, which is not ideal. Edwards is going to be out for 1 to 2 days. Post-match press conference, going to send our assistant to that. And get ready for Northampton and AFC Wimbledon. And then we're going to get to another tricky run of games, because Swindon and Fleetwood are 2 good teams. So we really need to make sure now we don't let that draw get on top of us and put us into a negative spell, right? So we need to keep trying to keep focusing. And then, like I say, we're going to get to January in a minute as well. So that is going to make things a bit more interesting, because then we could start making some deals happen. Right. Oh, Jurgen's back. Watch out. Jurgen. I said, don't tell Jurgen. I'm going to talk to him about it. He's like, he's playing a lot. Does the role really matter? Yes, got away with it. Right, I quickly did that. I was like, he's playing a lot. Does it really matter? He's scoring. And Jurgen's like, okay, I understand. I need to get back to work. So he's scoring goals, Jurgen. Chill out, mate. You know, you can have the best inside forward in the Premier League next year under my tutelage. So don't get carried away on what I'm doing with him. As an inverted winger, it does not work. So anyway, let's keep going now. I might try and offload those players out again after the Northampton game, see if we can get that going. So anyway, like I say, thank you very much for joining us again here. Please leave a like, subscribe, and also leave a nice little comment. It'd be fantastic to hear from you guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday afternoon here. We might come back for a stream later tonight as well. Double duty today. I'm thinking maybe around 5 or 6 o'clock after the footy today. So let us know what you reckon. Hopefully you can come back and join us for that one. Anyway, we're going to get to the Northampton game now, and we've got AFC Wimbledon at the bottom of the league. So these are the games, these last couple of games we have here. These are the games which really you can, you know, fall out of the way. Odu Chika, I'll find you ending his loan, so that's good. This is a guy we had on loan at the start of the season, and like he's got decent stats. The problem is that literally like we haven't really had the position to play him. I brought him in because I thought, you know, it'd be a good option for us. Oh god, and he exited the game then. But no, anyway, in the end it didn't work out. So I thought let's put him in the under 23s. At least he'll get some football then. He's declining. No wonder his manager's a bit upset. But that's going to be a couple of players now. Oh yes, of course. The other thing we've got to worry about is we've got contracts coming up as well. Andrew Dazell's only got 6 months left. Right. We need to offer a new contract. Let's see what we can do here. You're not playing as a deep liar, mate. You're playing a lot better than that. Can I change him to squad player? No, I'm going to have to go regular. Let's see how much he wants. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, I'm happy to give him an extra 500 a week here. I think that's reasonable in the circumstances. I'm happy to give him 50% of their promotion as well. Yeah, let's give that a go. Yeah, he takes that. Okay, so we're going to lose 500 of our wage budget there, but I think in the circumstances, that isn't a disaster. Before we get to Northampton, let's quickly look at our contract situation, because anyone's out of contract, yeah, we've got quite a lot out for next season. Look, Stephen Ward, we're trying to move on, so that's fine. I'm going to offer him out again here. It's a good time now on Christmas Eve to try and move some of these guys on a little bit, so try and get the 80,000. He's gone down a little bit in value. Luke Chambers, he's on a big wage, you know. I don't know if we're going to offer him a new deal at this time. Cole Scouse, I'm not going to, controversially. He's declining, he's 34. Ipswich legend, but he's got no pace left, so it's time to move him on. Alan Judge, we know we want to move on. I think we might not be able to get much money for him because he's on 6,000 a week, so we're going to try 10 there. Gwan Edwards, right. I think we've got to offer him a new deal. Let's see if he wants... He wants to be a regular starter. I wonder if I can get him as a squad player. Yeah, he accepts that. We've been recommended a fringe player there, right? But anyway, I'm happy to offer him like a 3-year deal because he might end up being backup. What's he on at the minute? Two a week. Let's offer him 1.5. He might get upset here. Yeah, he's on 2.5 at the minute, right? So if I can be cheeky and knock it off 500, I'm balancing things out here. I don't mind giving him a higher appearance fee because I think longer term he's not going to be the guy starting, right? To be frank. So I'm happy to give him a few more bonuses. I'm happy to give him a 50% pay rise for promotion. Let's try that. 2.4. 2.2. Yeah, he takes that. Okay, so I've actually managed to save a bit of money there, which is really good because he was on 2.5. Look, knock him down to 2.2 on a 3-year deal. I think sometimes when you offset the amount of years you're offering the player, that's a real helpful thing as well, right? So I think that's gone really well. Right, next one, James Wilson. You want to keep him around? So it's a bit of a fringe player. He's got a contract extension clause. Do you know what? Let's trigger it for 1 year. I don't think that's in a bad move in the hindsight. Donatian's going to go as well. Donatian, yeah, I think he needs to go. He needs to be offered a new deal. Wants a big pay rise? No, ain't happening, mate. Sorry. You're a squad player as well. Let's give this a go. What was he on right now? Was it like 2-1? I can't see. Okay, let's improvise here. I think 2.5 is reasonable on a 3-year deal, or 4-year deal actually. I'll take it to he's 31. At least then he's worth a bit more money if someone does want to come in for him. So 2.4. He takes that. Okay, did he get a pay rise there? Oh no, we knocked a bit more money off. That's fantastic. Another 600 saved. So we're doing some good business here in trying to keep these players contracted. Only Andrew Dazell's taken more money so far. So, and the other one's Tristan Nydam, who I do want to stay. He can have a contract extension clause. Right, and that's looking a little bit more healthier, right? Because now we know who's going to be moving on and we know who's not. So, and I think now it's going to really tie down all our players for next season at a time when, it was looking like some of them might leave, like Dazell. So I think that's gone really, really well in the circumstances. We managed to increase our wage budget a bit. Teddy Bishop, $250,000. Come on, he's an absolute steal for that, guys. An absolute steal. Right, selection info now. Let's see what team we're going to put out here from Northampton in a minute. We're going to have to make a couple of changes. Oh, Stephen Ward, fantastic. Wants to go to Nashville. Go to Nashville, mate. Go get some country music in your soul, my friend. I think you can end up being in the country band. You've got to think of your career post-45, right? So you're going to have a go at that. I think you'd enjoy himself. Right, Northampton Town and then Wimbledon. So let's see what teams we can put out. 1 or 2 little knocks as we saw starting to get in here. No offers for 3 players still, which is a bit of a shame. It's going to be difficult, right? I'm going to have to wait till January now. I think to actually do it anymore, I'll be starting to really lose money, right? But even that 80,000 coming in, if I can get it for Ward, would be utterly fantastic, really. I wonder if maybe I should also sell my right back, Chambers. I mean, I think he's one of my team captains. Look at the dynamics here. Social groups. A lot of them are in there, Yeah, okay. It's going to be one of those. Right. Anyway, we've got Northampton tomorrow. Let's make a look at the team here now. Kenlock's going to have to drop out. We haven't got another left-back option apart from Nydam, I don't believe, now. So actually, maybe I've cut myself a bit short. No, Donsian. Obviously, Donsian. He can come in there. Hughes is going to come back in, I think, today. I think that might be a wise decision because we've got a lot of games coming up. So let's drop Flynn Downs out for Hughes. Let's see who else we've got here. So we've got a few injuries building up now. I think we're pretty good with that. We're going to make most of what we got here. Curtis Jones, Dazell, Edwards, Jackson. I'm tempted to gamble today and go for Freddie Sears. I haven't really given Freddie Sears a start so far. He's decent. I think perhaps we should give him a go. He's not amazing, but he'll do a job. And I think, like I say, the funny thing with Guan Edwards, is that he has a couple of games where he just sort of drops off a bit. And he's had a 5.9 before. And then he rocks up with an 8, so it's like... It's a bit of a bipolar rating, right? So with that being said, I think we need to probably mix it up a bit here because we have got that Wimbledon game coming up as well here. Boxing Day now anyway. Hopefully some of those guys will sign their deals in a minute as well and we can get that all confirmed. Bear in mind, January is just around the corner. Right, so here we go. Got another big game here. We are home to Southampton. They've got a very defensive formation. I'm not sure if you saw that. 3 changes from last match. Donsian, Hughes and Sears are all coming in. More for rotation and fitness rather than anything else. Just trying to mix it up a little bit. So the team today for Northampton is Mitchell, Horsfall, Kieran Bolger, Sheehan. 2 ex-Leicester players there. I always recognise those guys. Harriman, Missalou, McWilliams, Mills, Watson, Sowerby and Rose. Right. And they've got a very defensive formation. I'm going to thrash my arms there. This is a great opportunity to show the pundits how good you are. Go do it. Right, kick off. Let's do this. Let's absolutely smash this lot. They've got a very defensive formation, so as long as we get the 3 points, I'll be pretty happy. Can't believe in that last game he missed that last minute penalty. That was an absolute shocker, right? Anyway, Sears is going to come forward now. Can we do anything here and get an early goal? Right. Ipswich 0, Northampton 0. This could be one of those games. It's going to be a set piece here. Ravella's going to take it and play it towards the far post. There's a penalty in there. I'm going to make sure that the right person's taking this. Watson pushed over Freddie Sears, I think. Is Sears going to take it? I can't change it. It's Freddie Sears. I wanted actually Curtis Jones to take it. Right, here we go. Come on, Freddie. You're on the pitch. Do it. Don't miss it. 2 penalties missed in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Would you believe it? We're going to try and do this the hard way by all accounts. I wanted to change that and I couldn't change it. Oh, that is shocking. That is utterly shocking. You get the opportunity to come on the pitch and score a goal, and you've defied your expectations to see on the advertising order there by missing a penalty. Anyway, Ravello with a free kick now. Drills it, hits the post. Oh, Missalou's got there before Sears. What is going on? That is a great opportunity. Come on, lads. As Doncaster fall behind him. Ravello with a corner in. Jones heads it over the crossbar there. God, what a dodgy start to that game. Come on, I mean, like, they're going to park the bus here as well, Northampton. You're not going to get many chances like this. As you see, half an hour in, there's only really been those 2 highlights, and they were big opportunities. And to miss both of them is not a good position to be in. I can't throw the water box. We did that once this season, and then we fell apart against Oxford. So I think I'm going to have to just towel them off. But anyway, Doncian now on the right-hand side trying to do something here. Comes forward, plays a cross in. Good ball. Jackson with the header goes rising over the crossbar. Not a great header. He's better with his feet. But anyway, Doncaster turned that around really quick against Accrington. That's not good. Anyway, going to get towards half-time here. Going another 0-0 at half-time. Right, dressing room. Got to tell them off here a little bit. I'm going to say... Thrash arms, I'm far from pleased. Right, go out there and do it, lads. Stop messing around. Stop missing penalties. That's 2 penalties we missed in a row. We haven't missed one. We've won 2 penalty shootouts this season, and now we can't score a penalty for love nor money. I don't know if that's the Christmas cheer coming through. Ooh, Swindon are beating Portsmouth. Oh, God, if we draw this game now and Portsmouth are losing, that's really going to irritate me, right? Because I can just smell that League One title if we can just do this. Right, come on, lads. Need to see a bit more from you here. Need to go out there and see what we can do. Come on, we've got we're an hour into this game now, half an hour to go. Need to try and get a goal. Come on, Ipswich. Oh, it's all just dying off. There's nothing happening. Doncian now with a right-hand side free kick down to Jones. Jones plays it down to Hughes and up to Doncian. Can Doncian get a ball across here? He can. Jackson with the header. Mitchell with the save. The way we're playing today, I think I'm actually going to change this up a little bit. Right, Freddie Sears is playing okay. No, he's not. He's missed a penalty and done that. Right, Curtis Jones can go on the right. Don't tell Jurgen. We're going to get Caden Jackson on the left. I'm going to go for really just stead up top. Hughes is playing okay, I guess. But he's on the book. Box to box, I think we're going to need some fresh legs here. So let's get Sammy Carufas on and let's see what we can do here. Right, I should really make a team talk perhaps, but 2 changes here, trying to freshen things up a little bit. Trying to see, who else we might be selling in January at this rate, because, Freddie Sears has really upset me with that. Normally, Curtis Jones takes the penalties. He's set up to take it, so why would he take it off him and then miss it? That's what annoys me. And look at that for a shocking strike there from Sears. Anyway, it's going to be a substitution now. Carufas and Jess are on. We've had a lot of this game. Right, shout and demand some more here. Need to do something. Come on, lads. Dazell's having a bad game in attacking mid. Right, there comes the other change. We're going to get Dazell off here for... I think it's going to have to be Edwards, and we're going to have to move Curtis Jones into the hole. He's not played well in the hole, but he's got all the attributes to do it, right? So, fingers crossed here. Time is ticking away. There's 10 minutes to go here now. And it is literally going to be another draw. And it's against the bottom of the table team. Come on, last chance saloon. Jones with a free kick, plays it in. Just stead with the header. Oh, it bounced and went past the near post. Oh, goodness me. What are you doing, lads? So many chances. You don't take your chances. You don't win football matches. Right, 3 minutes to go. Get that bloody goal. Jones now plays it up to Hughes. Plays it across. Horsfall with the clearing header. We can still get it in here. Carruthers, turn and get the ball in. Watson can read it really well. Hughes can pick it up now. Let's get it down the flank. We've got just Stead on now. He's got Ed on him. Right. Chambers now coming forward. Skins the defender who dives in. Plays it across. Jackson with the header. As we know with Jackson, he can't header the football. So that's the wrong person to aim for. 2 minutes to go here. Ipswich 0. Northampton 0. 4 minutes of added time. They're going to get a bollocking at full time here. That's the second time this season we're going to throw away. That'll be 4 points to be thrown away from missing penalties. Oh my word, Northampton, they're trying to mug us at the end. They're league survivals on the line here. 4th minute of added time now. It's going to take a bit of a miracle here to try and nick this one. 0-0. Holy plays it out short. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Get it long, lads. We've got to do something. Ball forward now. Martin with the clearing header. They've got numbers back here. Chambers running down now on the right-hand side, trying to make something happen, trying to take responsibility. Sliding tackle there. There's going to be a throw in here on the far side. We're into the final few seconds here. We've got to get this in. Chambers now is going to take the throw in. That might be all she wrote. Plays it to Jones, who knocks it down. Chambers plays it across to Doncian. He's got to strike it. What are you doing? Why didn't you hit it? What are you doing? Oh, it's 0-0 here. And look at the expected goals versus that. Oh, I'm going to kick off here. I'm not happy. Thrash arms, that wasn't good enough, I'm afraid. I'm going to say, attackers, I'm furious with your finishing. I'm furious with your playmaking. I don't care if some of you are demotivated. It's not good enough to be drawing those games of football. Literally. And I'll tell you what, if Portsmouth lost, I mean, did they lose Portsmouth? No, they did win in the last minute. Oh my word, look at that for a game. Jesus, it was 94th and 89th minute. But still, fail to take your chances. Not good enough. Send the assistant to this. I'm not going to the press right now because I will kick off. I'm not going to go full Mourinho. Anyway, I think we're going to have one more game. Now, we'll call the stream there for this one. And I think we'll come out later on looking at January and see what we can do in the transfer window and get back to another run of games. So, like I say, please leave a like, please subscribe, and please follow the channel. And, nice to see you guys. And hopefully we'll see you again pretty soon. So, let's get through this Wimbledon game now. See if we can end on a high. That will be really helpful in the circumstances. Arteta's upset a reverse loan agreement. Let's talk about it. He's playing a lot of position really manner. Come on, friends, do this for me. I'll take your advice on board. I'm lying to him. It's gone for don't tell Jurgen to don't tell Mikel, right? Anyway, I'm going to completely clear this team selection. I'll start again because I'm that upset with that last game. Right, Holy in goal. Right back. Chambers has played pretty well, all in all. I really got to say that. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Chambers. I'm going to go with Wolfenden's still out. Do you know what? I might give Jordan Spence a start today. Why not? Jordan Spence alongside Wilson. McGuinness can come back on the bench as he's a loanee, along with Cornell, obviously the backup goalkeeper. Right, Doncian can go into left back, despite him annoying me in that last game incredibly. But why didn't you shoot right at the end there? Literally, just shoot. He's done it before this season and scored. It seems ridiculously daft to me. Anyway, Ravella can go as a deep liar because that's where his boss wants him to play. Try and keep him a little bit happy. Downs as a box-to-box. Hughes can go on the bench. Freddie Sears is going to be transfer listed, I think, in a minute. I'm not fickle, but I'm just like, you're probably gone after that. I just think you've really made a hash of that, right? Go for Guan Edwards, get him back in there. Curtis Jones, obviously, will have to go on the left. We need to go pretty strong here today. Attacking mid-centre could be the problem. It's going to have to be Dazelle. I think I need to bring in an attacking mid-centre, in the circumstances. And today, will I start with Jested or Jackson? I'm going to start with Jested today, controversially. I think Jackson's had a couple of average games, so let's give these guys this here. I'm going to offer out Freddie Sears, bugger it. Do you know what? He's annoyed me. He's really annoyed me. Oh, he's got big wage demands. Shock horror. Right, well, let's get rid of him then. Right. You can't be on £5 a week and doing stuff like that, my friend. It's not good enough. Right. Carruthers can go on the bench as well here now. Anyway, we're going to have the pre-match press conference. I'll send the assistant to. Ross County want 85,000. He wants to pay half his wages. Ugh. I'll reject it for the minute, and then we'll see what else we can do. I prefer literally to probably let him go for 50 and not pay his wages, right? I thought we paid 2,500 on his week for another 2 years. That seems ridiculously daft. But anyway, here we go. Let's keep going. Dazelle's committed his future, as is Doncian, as is Edwards. That's good. El Mizuni. I've seen this guy. See, this guy could be an attacking mid option, I'm going to trigger his extension here because I think he is decent enough. He's pretty well rounded. He reminds me a bit of Curtis Jones. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that as that. I better check the under 23s as well in a minute and see if there's anyone else I need to offer deals to. But let's get through this game now against Wimbledon and try and end up on a high note here and win this one. Bearing in mind we had a couple of dodgy draws in between there, which is not ideal. But I'll take us through to January then, and the next time we come back live on stream, we'll have the January transfer window. You see some of the players we're trying to offer out already, and then you'll see some of the players we're going to try and bring in, which will be very, very exciting. Just need to try and tweak it now. I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh, but like some of these draws, I mean, Ibrahimovic is available. Not that we signed Ibra, but anyway. Loan players about to return, that's fine. I think they'll probably stay near the 23s for the minute. Shortlisting players nearing end of contract. Ooh, hello. I like this guy. Oh, okay, right. Let's not get carried away. I do really want that guy. Look at his stats, Sidney Van Hooijdonk. Look at this. I think if we could get him, he could be that attacking midfield left we really need. Right, anyway, got some managers and assistant managers out of contract as well, youth contracts. We've extended that. Right, let's get to the game. I'm going to worry about this in the next save, right? So, in the next stream. So let's keep going here. 4 changes to the last match. Jordan Spence's first start back for Ipswich. Let's see if he can make himself a hero today. And let's see how this one goes. Right, so at Wimbledon today I've got for Truman, Madeline, Kalembai, Thomas, Seddon, Hartigan, Oksanen, Florin, Chislett, Parker and Joe Pigott. They are bottom of the league. So I'm going to pump my fist and say, I fully expect you to keep our run going to win this match. I want a solid defensive effort. I want to take control of midfield. And I want you to grab some goals today, Rudy. No messing around, I'm telling them as it is. I'm not going to be nice about it. The last couple of games, they've let us down a little bit, really, haven't they? So, right, anyway, we're underway here. We're in our white away kit today, which is our third choice away kit, which is interesting because we could have worn the red, but I guess we've got to sell that in the club shop somehow as well. Can we go off to a good start here against Wimbledon? Donsian's going to take a throw-in now, and Jones is going to pick it up. Dozzell here now is going to come forward. Gets a strike away, straight on the gut of Truman. Good save from the Wimbledon goalkeeper. Jordan Spencer has just gone really long trying to find Justed. That was an interesting one. It was like a rugby conversion, wasn't it? Anyway, Wilson and Spencer pushing up over the halfway line. Played it forward to Justed, who knocks it on. Unfortunately, it goes through to the goalkeeper. We're playing really attacking here early, trying to really get at them. Truman there with a goal kick out. God, Parker picked up. I thought he was going to go straight out for a throw into us there. But anyway, good stuff. Cleared away again. Good stuff from Justed to pick it up. Can he get the strike away? He can. He puts it past the far post. Not good enough. Maybe Jackson would have done that here, but there we go. I think I'm going to have to look at strikers, still. I mean, I need to try and offload Norwood. I need to try and maybe loan out Lancaster as well to get him some more game time. We have got Simpson in the under-23s, who I do like the look of, but I don't know if it's going to be too early for him yet. He could be an enigma if I get him in there, Anyway, Wilson now to Edwards. Edwards now can come inside and try and find Jones, who does really well with the close control. Down through to Jones, got a score. He does. Curtis Jones' 14th goal of the season. Wimbledon 0, Ipswich 1 on 7 minutes. Fantastic stuff. And if he'd taken that penalty in the last game, I'm pretty sure we'd have got 3 points from that one as well. But anyway, now, going to go to the replay. Edwards does really well here in finding Jones. Good first touch there. Nice one-touch football. Downs with a good bit of vision. Good finish from Curtis Jones. Goalkeeper's got no chance. It is Wimbledon 0, Ipswich Town 1. And we'll take that. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, keep going in now. Let's see. 10 minutes gone. Here come Wimbledon. And let's not give them, too much disrespect because they are fighting for their lives. Florin, great sliding tackle from Rovella there. Had to do it as a deep line playmaker. Fantastic stuff there. There's going to be a corner now to Wimbledon as they can try and play it across. Hartigan to take. Plays it into the middle. Thompson with a header. And it's an equaliser. Done by a set piece. Hasn't happened that often this season. I wonder if that's a Jordan Spence influence coming in for his first start. Played in, who was on him? Yeah, it was Jordan Spence. He let him go, look. Oh, dearie me. Done at the near post. Even the near post marking didn't do enough there. So it's all square here now. Interesting. And here come Wimbledon again. We could have goals in our final game of the live stream today. Florin's got there and it's 2-1 Wimbledon. Oh my word. They've smashed and turned it on its head. 2 great balls in, 2 great headers, 2 great goals in 2 minutes. What is going on? Parker there with a turn and ball. And I think that's Spence again, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. What are we doing? Or is it Doncian? I think it might be Doncian. He's had a couple of dodgy games as well. This is the thing, right? We're not keeping up that level of average that high, right? It's sort of coming and going. Anyway, let's see if we can push on here now. Get to half-time. Let's not go 3-1 down. This will be an utterly shocking one. Harting's going to play the ball in now. Wilson with the clearing header. They're dangerous set pieces. Right, counter-attack them. Dozzell coming forward now. The attacking midder. Can he find Justed there? He plays a ball through. He's going to find Justed. Can he find the ball back across now for one of these 4 in the box? He does. Dozzell hits it. It's come through the crowd and Truman's done really well there. Not enough power on it. Should have really got a bit more power on that strike, but couldn't do it. But anyway, Chislett's coming forward now. Parker now to pick the ball up from AFC Wimbledon. They've shown they're dangerous here on the counter-attack as well, and they've shown they're good at winning the ball in the air. Parker's going to pick it up here. Can he get the ball across? Oksanen's come in. Pigott's got the strike. What a save from Holy there. Literally had to palm it down. But no, we've got to get rid of this here, lads. Why'd you knock it out for a throw in there? Just play it off to your mate. We could have ran forward. Anyway, here we go again for another highlight on the half-hour mark. Wimbledon 2, Ipswich 1. The most dramatic game we've had of the highlights so far. Back to Holy. Can we launch something here? I'm not going to shout at them too early. I prefer to get through the half-time. Spence coming forward now. Plays a long ball to Justed, who knocks it on really well to Jones. Good link-up play. Jones coming forward now. He is the danger man for us, really. It's where a lot of our goals come from. Downs, Dazelle, Justed, Edwards. Edwards turns and strikes. Good save from Truman. Gets it on target there. But still, like I say, it's really all coming through Jones a little bit, all our attacking options. We probably need to get another striker and maybe another attacking mid just to really mix things up a little bit. Wilson now on the outside of the area, back to Rovella. Wilson, hopefully he can find someone. He's going the wrong way. He should have played it forward. Downs is going to pick it up here. Plays a good ball down to Andrew Dazelle. Dazelle can cross it here, and he does. Justed gets ahead on it. Truman reads it really well. Makes a comfortable save in the end here. Anyway, now we're going to keep going. The highlights are coming thick and fast. It looks like the boys are up for trying to get this equaliser. Justed coming down now to Edwards. Edwards now plays it up to Chambers. Chambers tries to cross it in. It's going to be a corner now. Can we score from a set piece? We don't score many from set pieces. It's going to be a corner. Dazelle's going to take it. Floats it into the box. Thomas is there. He scored down the other end. He clears really well at this one. Chislett's going to pick up the ball now on the halfway line for FC Wimbledon. He's gone past Chambers here. Can he get a strike away? He can. Luckily for us, it's high wide and not very handsome. But still, a warning shot there, and once again Portsmouth are losing. This is the sort of game we have to win if we want to win the league. I'm going to get to half time and I'm going to really look at this and go, right lads, because actually they've been really in the game, to be fair to Wimbledon. They've probably been the better side overall, I would say, with the chances they've created. So yeah, we're 2-1 down here. This is not good. Dressing room. Right, I'm not angry, just disappointed. I sound like a parent talking to their child. I'm disappointed. You might be demotivated, but I really couldn't care less. Get on and do it, right? Stop messing around. You're better than what you're doing. Right, Wilson now to come forward here for Ipswich. Can we get a quick goal here to turn this game on its head? Especially bearing in mind Portsmouth are losing, which is something we're going to need to happen here if we want to win the League One title. Rovella now, up to Dozell. Can Dozell get a strike? Or just said with a back heel. Jones now, Dozell. Oh, it's a terrible sloppy pass. Piggott's there waiting, but Dozell's going to pick it up again. Plays it down to Chambers. Chambers with a strike. Truman with the save. It was really a bit too easy for him there. I think Edwards might have to come off in a minute. Anyway, Chambers now down to Dazelle again, who's trying to get involved everywhere, which is good for us. Rovella now down to Chambers again. Get the ball across. Just step with the header. Jones with a strike. It's got to be that man, hasn't it? Curtis Jones levels the game up here at Wimbledon. It is 2-2 now. And if it weren't for Curtis Jones on that attacking left as an inside forward, we would have some real problems here, right? Anyway, it's the 15th goal of the season for him since he's come in on loan. Just step with a nice header down. Jones finishes it really well. And I think in a minute we might take advantage of this and make some changes. And I do wonder if one of them might be to get Edwards off. And one of those games again, we're just looking a little bit rubbish. Anyway, all square now. Can we turn this around? For 8 shots on target. Their goalkeeper's having an absolute field day. Right, good opportunity here now. Set piece. Dazelle plays it to the back post. Kalambai clears with a header here. Donson can pick it up. Stop strolling and run to the ball, mate. Rovella. Chambers now. Can he find the pass? He finds Edwards. Come on, Edwards. Make up for it. Plays a ball across. Justed's waiting over the crossbar. For someone who's meant to be able to head the ball quite well, he just put it over the crossbar quite a bit. He started off so well and he's just dropped off a little bit. Maybe it's a story of his football career, sadly. Anyway, Rovella now to Dazelle. Dazelle down to Justed again. Chambers and Justed. Justed turns and strikes, and I think he heard me talking there. What a goal that is. He puts it in the top right corner. Wimbledon 2, Ipswich Town 3. We were 2-1 down. We're now 3-2 up. Come on, lads. Let's keep this going here. And what a finish from Justed. It was very unconventional. It might be a bit Yakubu back in the day. Just turned, found that bit of space, through the player. Truman was finally caught a bit short after doing a great job in that Wimbledon goal. And that is a fantastic finish there to bring us right back in this game. And just what we need in the circumstances of Portsmouth losing. Right, Edwards has got a knock. Let's get him off. So we can get Edwards off here. I'm going to bring on Kean Bennett. Yeah, I'm going to be on Kean Bennett. I know he doesn't fit there, but I'm going to keep Curtis Jones here. Every time I move him, he's on 2 goals. He seems to start performing badly. So we're going to do that. Apprehensive Rovella. Let's get him off here for Emwyr Hughes. Right. Hopefully that'll solidify things a little bit. I don't want to exit Football Manager. Jesus, they shouldn't put that right next to that, right? Anyway, it's going to be a great opportunity here for us to get 3 points. Let's make the most of this. Come on now. Right, I haven't seen that Portsmouth score pop up, but it would be really helpful if they can lose another game. Since we've played them, they've started rocking a little bit, which is really interesting. And of course, we could beat them, but then we can't beat Northampton. So let's keep going here. We've got 15 minutes left. I want to demand a bit more here to see if we can get that fourth goal, which will just keep us where we need to go. Fleetwood beating Doncaster is helpful as well, because Donny were third. So this could be a really helpful game here for us now. It's still 3-2, 5 minutes to go. I don't want to see any last minute highlights. I prefer just to scoot through. 5 minutes of added time. Let's hold on to this. This is epic. 2 minutes to go and Wimbledon have got a chance. Falarin in the box, turns and crosses it. Wilson clears. Can we launch a counter-attack here? Justed picks it up really well. Dazell's got to feed it up the flank surely here. He does. A great ball to Curtis Jones. He's on his hat-trick. Jones here can come inside. Finds Justed instead. Thomas with the tackle on the outside of the box. We still got a chance here as Bennett lays off to Chambers. Bennett is in. Plays it across. We can't find the cross. Seddon with a good block. It's going to be a dramatic end to this with a minute to go. Bennett's picking it up again. Justed. Dozell plays it through. Oh, it's a great save from Truman. Bennett's there managed to fight really well. Some nice overlapping football there from us there right at the end. Portsmouth have equalised in the last minute. It's 4-4. Dozell now plays the ball across. Bennett's now can pick it up. I just want to hold on here, lads. O'Neill with a sliding tackle for Wimbledon. They will be gutted. They've scored 2 goals against a team second in the league today, and they're not going to get the 3 points. But anyway, Chambers now to take it. Can he throw it in? Throws it down to Bennett. It's cleared away by Seddon again. Oh, hang on a minute. They're saying 4-3. I think it's 4-4. That's just jumped back for some reason. My assistant manager had a moment there. We're into the last seconds now of the game. Hughes trying to clear it away. Palmer coming forward. And the full-time whistle goes. And thank the Lord. Thank the holy goalkeeper. 18 shots, 13 on target. Really Justed finally turned up here right in the second half. It is Wimbledon 2. Ipswich Town 3. What a comeback, boys. Well done. Let's be confident now. We're trying to get that confidence back going because things were starting to slip here. As you can see, how the league table looks. They won 5-4. Portsmouth, what are they doing? How many times have we seen Portsmouth have a late rally here? Look, 92nd and 95th minute. So for 4-5 they won against Bristol Rovers. And that's dropped Bristol Rovers right down the table. Oh, it's such a shame. That could have been so important for us. But as you can see, we're still 7 points clear of third. So I guess all in all, we can't really moan that much. So fantastic. Let's continue on here. Edwards is going to be out for 3 days. Justed, send the assistant here and have a look at the league table. Right, so as we come up to the 1st of January in the transfer window, we've played 21 games now. Thank you very much for joining me for them. We've won 13, drawn 7 and lost just the 1 game to Oxford United. And they've only lost 1 game Portsmouth, which was to us, which makes you feel a bit better about yourself. But still, disappointing how if we'd won those 2 games we'd drawn, 47, 48, 49, we'd be equal on points for Portsmouth now. And it really would be a 2-horse race and we'd be miles away from Doncaster. So missing penalties is not a good way to go about your business. And that's probably why some of those players are going to get sold now. Anyway, let's head to the schedule and get down and see what we've got coming up for you on the next episode, which might be later on this afternoon, all being well. So we've got Fleetwood, Swindon, Burton, Peterborough, Sunderland. So a nice run of fixtures there alongside the January transfer window to see what we can do. And we haven't got Portsmouth again now to the end of March. But like I say, we're in a fantastic position here in the circumstances, playing some really good stuff. And I want to say thank you very much again for joining me for this stream. You know, really enjoyed it. Like I say, guys, Curtis Jones has got the most goals this season. Would you believe it? 15 from the left wing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please hit that like button, please subscribe, please leave a comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you back here on FM303. I'm your host, the one and only Tom Smith, and like I say, we'll see you later on for some more Ipswich Town and Football Manager 2021 action. Cheers now.